What if I told you one small missing part could delay an entire mission to the moon? During the historic Apollo 11 moon landing, thousands of components had to work perfectly at the right time in the right sequence. One delay, one missing piece, and history could have been very different. Now think about modern businesses. They may not be landing on the moon, but they are managing thousands of moving parts every single day. So how do they avoid chaos? The answer is material requirement planning, MRP. And today you're going to understand not just what it is, but how it quietly controls success behind the scenes. First, what is material requirement planning? MRP. Material requirement planning is a system that ensures the right material, in the right quantity, at the right time. It answers three core questions. What is needed? How much is needed? When is it needed? Think of MRP as the command center of production. For example, let's take McDonald's. Every day they serve millions of burgers globally. Now think, buns, patties, sauces, and packaging. If one ingredient runs out, even for a few hours, sales drop, customers leave, brand suffers. MRP ensures ingredients arrive before they run out. Inventory is not wasted and demand is met perfectly. Second, functions of MRP. Material requirement planning performs several key functions to keep production smooth and efficient. Inventory planning balances stock levels perfectly. MRP ensures that the right amount of materials is available, avoiding both overstocking, extra cost, and stockouts. Production delays. Production scheduling ensures smooth workflow. It aligns materials with the production timeline so that manufacturing happens on time without interruptions. Procurement planning. MRP tells the purchasing team what materials to order, how much to order, and when to order based on demand and lead time. Demand fulfillment. It helps businesses meet customer demand by ensuring products are produced and delivered on time. Cost control. By optimizing inventory and reducing waste, MRP helps in minimizing storage costs and improving profitability. Coordination across departments. MRP connects production, purchasing, and inventory teams, ensuring everyone works with the same plan. For example, companies like Amazon rely heavily on such systems to manage massive inventory efficiently. In short, MRP acts like a central system that plans, controls, and coordinates everything needed for smooth production. Third, inputs to material requirement planning. MRP works effectively only when it receives the right inputs. There are three main inputs. 1. Master Production Schedule, MPS. This tells MRP, defines production goals, what products need to be produced, how many units, and by when. It acts as the starting point for planning. For example, produce 5,000 units this week. 2. Bill of Materials, BOM. This is a detailed list of all raw materials and components required to make a product. It breaks down the final product into smaller parts. For example, a laptop requires screen, keyboard, processor, and battery. 3. Inventory records. This includes current stock levels, materials already ordered, and lead times, time to receive materials. It helps MRP understand what is already available and what needs to be ordered. Without these inputs, MRP cannot function accurately. Fourth, process of MRP, step by step. This is where everything comes together. It's not just a process, it's a decision-making engine. Step 1, identify demand from MPS, what needs to be produced. MRP starts with demand, but smart companies don't guess. They analyze past sales, market trends, and seasonal demand. For example, ice cream demand spikes in summer. Step 2, break down requirements using BOM, what materials are needed. This is where MRP becomes powerful. A finished product is broken into every single component. For example, a car is broken into thousands of parts. This step ensures nothing is missed and everything is accounted for. Step 3, check inventory. What do we already have? MRP compares required materials and available stock. This avoids unnecessary purchases. Step 4, calculate net requirement. What's missing? MRP calculates what is actually needed after considering stock. Step 5, schedule orders. MRP doesn't just say what to order. It decides when to order, based on lead time and production schedule. This prevents early ordering, high cost, late ordering, delays. Step 6, order release, execution mode. Finally, purchase orders are generated and production schedules are finalized. This is where planning becomes action. And as we're talking about planning, execution, and making things run smoothly, Here's something interesting. Most people think systems like MRP are just about numbers and materials. But in reality, it's about how leaders think, decide, and execute under pressure. That's exactly where something like the Leader's Toolkit becomes incredibly relevant, because it focuses on how to inspire your team during pressure, how to handle tough conversations when plans fail, and how to make decisions that actually stick. And it doesn't stop there. You also get a checklist to stay focused, a resource cheat sheet for quick solutions, and a mind map that simplifies everything in one glance. Simple, practical, powerful. Because systems like MRP work best when leadership thinking is clear. I've added the link in the description below so you can easily explore it after this video. Now, let's move to the next part. Fifth, MRP output reports. Once material requirement planning processes all inputs, it generates reports that help managers take action and control operations. These are called MRP output reports. 1. Planned order reports. These reports tell what materials need to be ordered, how much quantity, and when to order. It helps the purchasing and production teams plan ahead and avoid shortages. 2. Exception reports. These highlight problems such as material shortages, delays in delivery, and changes in demand. These reports act like alerts, helping managers take quick corrective action. 3. Performance reports. These measure how well the system is working, efficiency of production, inventory usage, and meeting schedules. Helps in improving future planning and decision-making. In simple words, MRP output reports act like a control dashboard. Sixth, advantages of MRP: better inventory control, avoids overstock and shortages. Companies like during lean manufacturing adoption, Toyota minimized inventory waste significantly. Reduced delays, ensures materials are available on time, so production runs smoothly without interruptions. Tech companies like Samsung Electronics rely on structured planning to meet global demand. Cost savings, minimizes storage costs, wastage, and unnecessary purchases, leading to better profitability. Better coordination. All departments work in sync: production, purchasing, and inventory. Improved customer satisfaction. Helps deliver products on time, improving customer trust and loyalty. Efficient resource utilization. Ensures optimal use of materials, labor, and time, reducing inefficiencies. Seventh, disadvantages of MRP: data dependency. Wrong data equal wrong output. Complex system requires training and expertise. Expensive setup, high initial investment. Software and implementation cost, less flexibility. Sudden demand changes can disrupt plans. For example, during global chip shortages, even big companies struggled despite having MRP systems. Eighth, MRP versus ERP, quick insight. MRP focuses only on materials and production. ERP, enterprise resource planning, covers entire business operations, finance, HR, supply chain, etc. Many companies use systems like SAP ERP that include MRP as a part of a larger system. How to effectively manage or achieve MRP success. MRP works only if managed properly. 1. Maintain accurate data. Keep inventory and demand data updated. 2. Forecast demand. Smartly use past data and trends. 3. Reduce lead time. Work with reliable suppliers. 4. Use technology. Adopt systems like ERP for better control. 5. Continuous monitoring. Track performance and adjust plans. For example, even a visionary like Elon Musk has emphasized production efficiency challenges at Tesla, showing how critical planning systems are in real-world operations. Failure in business doesn't come from lack of effort. It comes from lack of planning and poor execution. MRP is not just a system, it's a discipline. It's the difference between chaos versus control, delays versus delivery, loss versus profit. And the companies that master this, they don't just survive, they dominate. Thanks for watching, and check out our next video on change management. Click here to watch it next.